How is your summer going? Good?
It's going good.
Good. Are you in any camp? Are you doing anything special?
Not really. I'm just going to Seattle and my grandparents are here.
Oh, good. You're going to Seattle?
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard it's such a beautiful place. The nature is beautiful. Do you have a family there? Yeah?
no,
No? No, just for vacation.
that's for vacation.
Okay, good, good. So let's get started. Let me go ahead and open your music and we're gonna get started. So since it's just you and me today, we're gonna take our time and see what we're gonna do, okay? So we'll just play by ears. So please go ahead and introduce yourself and what you're gonna be playing for those who's listening.
Hi, I'm Anika and I'll be playing Reflections.
Okay, 1 second. Do you need music or are you playing by memory?
I can play by memory.
Oh, that's great. Okay, I'm just gonna have it just in case here. Anika, could you enable original sound because the sound is kind of
The original sound is on.
is on?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Let's try again. No, I cannot hear. I cannot hear it. What device are you using?
iPad.
When you click on the three dots, do you see the option to enable original sound?
Yeah, and it says it's on.
Click on it again. Try to
Clicked on
play
it.
piano. Play piano again.
Is this
Click.
better?
No, click again.
I clicked on it again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Try play again. Okay, great job. Great job, Anika. Yes, so even though the sound sometimes was kind of like disappearing, I was still able to hear it. So I guess it's sometimes the quality of the sound on iPod is not always the best, but I was able to hear it, and I was able to hear that all the notes played accurately. Rhythm for the most part was great and even. I would suggest for you a little bit work on the last two lines just to fix the rhythm here, because you're not the only one who's usually have a trouble with this last two lines, like many students, because it gets a little bit tricky here at the end. So I suggest to go over that. And but before we do it, what do you think about this piece and like learning this piece? Was it difficult for you?
Um, Not when I first looked at the piece, I thought it was difficult and all, but once you actually like go through it many times, it will like feel easy for you.
Yeah, yeah, and I totally get that some of the sheet music they could look intimidating, right? Especially having so many eight notes. But once you start playing it, you recognize there is a lot of repetition and a lot of patterns, right? Repeated patterns. So good job on seeing that. Okay, the tempo was good. I don't think you have to go faster or slower. Um, Yeah, so let's do last two lines. But can we start from measure 17 just to go over last three lines again?
Yeah.
Because there was something here at the end of the line. What
Oh,
position? What notes are you?
what am I
It's
playing?
okay, it's okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, right here, Anika. So because last two notes are gonna be what? Is that quarter notes or is that gonna be eighth notes?
Eight.
Eighth, yes. And what is the time signature for this piece?
Time signature.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Let's take a look.
4/4.
Yeah, 4/4. So we have a four beats in the measure. So this is beat one. Let me put it this way. This is beat one. This is beat two. This is beat three, and this is beat four. So we are holding B and this B a little bit longer, so it's one and, right? There's a two eight notes. This pulse, bum 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 bum. So if you hear the pulse, 1 2 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, right? So you can see that the last two notes are going to be played faster, yeah, and the one before is going to be slower. This is 3 and, okay. Can you do just the right hand by itself?
Yeah. Oh,
And one more time. 3 and 4 and just only two G's, not three. Good. And let's start from the beginning of this line. Just kind of put it together, this transition. Let's play those G, G, G a little bit faster. G, G, G. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Your eighth notes are gonna be sounds much better. You're playing them now a little bit quicker. So now let's divide again. Beat 1 2 3 4. So this C is gonna be a little bit longer before you play eighth note. So this is 3 and this is 3 and. So we're gonna wait a little bit on the C before playing those G's. I'm gonna demonstrate so you can hear from the beginning of measure 21. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 4 and 1, 2 and 3 4 and 1, 2 and 3 4 and So did you notice that how I stayed a little bit longer on C first? Dum, bum, 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 then C, dum, bum, bum. Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay, can we do it one more time, please? If you can start, what would be the good spot for you to start?
probably from measure 23.
Okay, that's good. Yes, that was so good. Yes, you fixed that. You see, it has now different feeling to the music. Once we evened up those eighth notes at the end, it's kind of like all the puzzles came in together, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, good job on that. Can we start from measure 21 and just review it one more time just in case?
yeah.
Yes, that was great. Thank you so much for fixing it and being open to work with me. Great job. You're on the right track. So next thing you just kind of like need to make a plan about dynamic with your piano advisor, like following through all the crescendo because it's a very expressive piece and you can bring a lot of dynamical changes like to make it sound more reflective. Because what I feel like Dennis Alexander meant by naming this music a reflection, it's not reflection that you see in the mirror or in the water. I think it's reflection by, you know, looking back in the time, like for example, last year, what like thinking about what you've done for the last year, like what you've been able to achieve, like how you grew over the year, what skills you were able to develop, or maybe, lessons to learn. So it's kind of like reflecting on um, on the past. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
that's why you can bring a lot of like a story to it, and make it feel differently and express differently. But you on the right track. You're doing a fabulous job with this piece. Thank you so much again, Anika, for being open and working with me. And I'll see you next time.